right, let's get into WWE Raw for January 14th, 2008.
Wow.
My favorite era of wrestling. I love this era. This is the greatest era of professional wrestling of all time.
Hey, if you ever say that shit again, Tony, I'm quitting.
Yeah, this era fucking sucks. This era fucking blows ass.
Hey, you know, it's the era of your favorite video game, too.
Fuck, man. This era ruined wrestling, I think.
Rough year.
I think it's about that time, Johnny.
God.
Here it goes.
Yeah, that's fucking true. But I mean, we had to do this.
Johnny's gonna start drinking.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pop one too. Actually, just for this. It was bound to happen because we're looking for, we do a lot of I mean, retro we're old as fuck now, so retro can mean a lot of things. We've been doing a lot of like 99, 2000, maybe up to like 03, and we were like, let's retro like a little further. And it was an interesting idea. It was let's see what the last episode of WWE Raw before they went HD is. And it turns out there was some interesting tidbits on there. They were like, okay, we can check this out. And we will let you know how we feel about it along this review.
Isn't that weird? 14 years ago, this show was. Wow.
Fuck.
It turns out also that the network version of this show is just in HD.
Is it HD or is it just widescreened?
No, it's HD, and some of the graphics are not HD.
No, they're not. Yeah.
Right. So like any of the actual footage of the show is in 16:9. And it's like natural 16:9, not zoomed in zoomed in 16:9.
Yes.
And then they show like 2 weeks ago on Raw, and it's just the 4:3 old Raw gimmick.
Sometimes you see the background, sometimes you don't.
I bet they were testing. Like, if you go back a couple episodes, I'm sure they had it the same way. I'm sure they were testing.
I'm sure they were rocking
like
for a few weeks at that point. Yeah.
Well, before we get into the actual episode here of Raw, let's go back and look at some of the newsletter stuff from around this time.
Ooh,
so the newsletter, of course, has not been caught up to 2008 yet, but the F4W newsletters have. So we're going to be looking at the F4W newsletters, which, for people who do not know, is Brian Alvarez.
Yes.
So F4W number 654. This was a week before the January 14th show. Alvarez writes that it's official that the Royal Rumble will air in HD with a $49.95 price tag.
Oh,
which I'm assuming is higher than, what was it, 39 before?
$39.95 was the analog pay.
Oh.
I remember people going crazy over that. I don't want to pay $10 more for that shit.
That's crazy.
I mean, you could buy both versions, I think, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, especially...
I swear you could get the HD and the SD version.
Oh, I think there was a combo for some reason. Yeah, why the fuck was there?
You could get one. You could get the SD version for like $10 less, I think. I swear you could order it.
I mean, think about it nowadays. I mean, like, how prices are all over the place. Like, I mean, what kind of asshole would charge $15 for a show? Fucking piece of shit.
I mean, that's more expensive than AEW.
It is, and I'm poor, and please.
Alvarez writes...
-5 stars.
Alvarez writes here, it'll be interesting to see how many people pony up the extra $10 for the higher quality.
Yeah, there it is.
Alvarez then writes, I had a friend who was going to go to the Royal Rumble. He's not going anymore. He said he tried to get tickets in the afternoon and they were already sold out. Every single ticket was gone within 5 hours for the Royal Rumble.
Holy shit, wow.
So regardless of us thinking that this era of WWE was poop juice,
well, they were
still
yet.
selling tickets.
It was surely going down after
you remember
that.
You remember when Andy Menard in The Office said that he wishes that he knew when the good times were here, so before he left them? That's like the opposite of this. I wish I would have known this was a shitty era, so I didn't watch.
I didn't know. Like back then, this was cool.
I was going to say, I don't remember when I was in it thinking this was the worst shit ever, but now looking back on it, I think that was the shittiest fucking time.
You know, now that I think about it, there's like TNA going on, so maybe it's just more interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know how TNA wasn't blowing them out the water at this point. The guys they had in 2008 compared to what was going on Raw most of the time. But of course, Alvarez has things to say about TNA.
Well, maybe Tony, to your point about TNA, I mean, I was probably super duper into the indies at that point. So maybe Raw wasn't like an afterthought to me. That's why I was like, oh, this shit's awesome. Everything's fucking sweet. Because I was watching Raw and probably SmackDown too, but like it wasn't all I had.
This is also a very small testing pool. We're just taking one show from 2008. But if there was ever...
SVR08 sucks, man.
Yeah,
God damn, it sucks.
If there's ever anything to say about this era, I don't hear too many great things about it. So, F4W number 655, which is the week of the show that we're doing here.
Okay.
The very first thing here in this newsletter from Brian Alvarez, TNA makes me sad. I really don't want... I really don't want to hate this place, but I often do, and I blame it all on Impact. He said there was a pay-per-view Sunday, Final Resolution. In the end, it wasn't a bad show. In fact, we got 2 matches approaching 4 stars, which is more than you can say for any of the WWE pay-per-views lately.
All right.
But there were, as always, and you put in parentheses, I write this every single month, which is what happens when you're writing about something that never changes. The usual TNA problems trademark.
Oh, no.
So I'm not too sure what was going on in TNA at this point, but I'm sure it was.
Final Resolution. Let's see what the card was for that. LAX against Rock and Raven faction. Kaz versus Black Rain.
Sure, that was awesome.
Gail Kim and Kong. No DQ. That sounds
that was
sweet.
probably really good.
That sounds sweet. That's
Judas
probably
Macias
really
and
good,
Abyss. I imagine that's maybe what he was. Maybe he was.
I'm sure there's a lot of. Yeah.
Booker and Charmel against Robert Roode and Miss Brooks. It could be. Okay. That could be either way. That could be either way.
Sure.
Team 3D and Johnny Devine against the Machine Guns and Jay Lethal in an Ultimate X match.
Okay.
That's
was this Team 3D trying to kill the X Division?
Yes,
yeah, that's right.
Okay.
AJ and Tomko beat Joe and Kevin Nash, and Kurt Angle beats Christian Cage to retain the TNA Heavyweight title. So I guess I'm sure there's.
He said 2 of those matches were approaching 4 stars. He's probably talking about the Black Rain match and Booker T.
and Judas Macias.
Of course, this is around the time that TNA ran Wrestle Kingdom with New Japan too. New Japan was trying to get the January 4 shows under their belt. Surprisingly enough, around this time here, they're still trying to get these shows over. The January 4 shows. Nowadays, we know Wrestle Kingdom as like a staple, you know what I mean? But back in the day, they weren't even drawing half the house at that point.
That's crazy. Yeah, like I feel like January 4th is just like, okay, Wrestle Kingdom is on and I will be watching it because it's January 4th.
Yeah, I got 10 cozy matches to catch up on. It's time.
Yeah, well, that's fucked up.
Well, TNA Wrestle Kingdom here. One of the main themes of this show was obviously New Japan versus TNA. And a number of TNA wrestlers, including Abyss, got a chance to work before by far the biggest crowd of their entire lives.
Is this the Jeff? Is this Jeff Hardy and Naito on this show?
I believe that is the next time that they run.
Okay.
Alvarez says, I didn't get a chance to see the entire show, but I did see the last 2 matches. An IWGP V3 title match between Kurt Angle and Yuji Nagata, and a real IWGP title match between Hiroshi Tanahashi and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Whoa, what happened to those guys?
What the hell?
I don't know why I was thinking that. I don't know why I thought Jeff Hardy was on it. Jeff Hardy's on this Raw.
Yeah, it's probably the next time. So Alvarez goes on to write, we got reports that the match Kurt Angle was in, stole the show, and at least in terms of crowd reactions, it was hotter than the main event of Tanahashi and Nakamura.
Whoa.
But Alvarez writes, I thought the match Tanahashi and Nakamura had was far superior.
Yeah, well, who asked?
When then then Alvarez writes about Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett was also there and got to see a real-life, serious professional wrestling show. So hopefully he returns to TNA and sees the bullshit they're putting on Impact and has a revelation.
I don't think so.
So another little fact here, because of course we've talked about before the IWGP V3 title that Inoki got when he split from New Japan. And of course they had the situation where Inoki and Lesnar were having a title on their show. And then, of course, the IWGP title in New Japan was still considered the real one. So I just wanted to give a little tidbit here. There was never a lawsuit from the New Japan side asking them to stop using that damn belt. Brock Lesnar, the New Japan version of the IWGP champion, quit and went with Inoki and became the first champion in Inoki's new fed. Angle, I never heard this before. Kurt Angle then talked Brock into dropping the belt for him in exchange for an MMA match between the two, which is never going to take place.
I swear I've heard that. I don't know if we've talked about it on the show, but I swear that I've heard that before too. But sadly, that match did not happen. Yes. Boy, man, imagine if it did. Holy shit.
Yeah, Alvarez writes, Angle is an amazing man. Which is crazy.
Things would be if they had that match and Kurt just whooped his fucking ass. Like, I don't know if Brock would ever went to UFC after. Like, I don't know if any of that would happen.
I want to see it. I would like to see it.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so moving on here.
I want to see it tomorrow.
Don't tell Angle that. He definitely will do it. So Triple H says, I'm sorry, Alvarez says Triple H is about the most least liked person in the company right now.
Was that from
Triple H said, I am the most liked person in the company right now.
Everyone likes me, says Triple H.
Alvarez writes, people were very upset that he didn't make a stand to put over Ric Flair last week in what is very likely Flair's final match in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Well,
Well, hindsight's 2020 and all that.
Never.
This has been building up for a long time. He always had heat, but it really picked up over the summer when Triple H pretty much squashed Booker T at SummerSlam, and then Booker left the company for TNA shortly after. He said the biggest reason Booker left ultimately was the 60-day suspension, but after the Triple H match, we're told there was a good chance he was leaving anyway, plus everyone in WWE believes that's why he left.
Plus L. Plus Triple
H just could not. I just can't stop burying Booker T.
I mean, someone's got to beat this guy. He's winning so much.
F4W number 656. Only a few things here to end off this little escapade here. We have the week after the show we watched. Nigel McGuinness defends the ROH title against Go Shiozaki on January 20th in Tokyo at the Noah show in Korakuen Hall.
Wow.
That sounds pretty crazy.
Hell. Yeah,
ROH was doing some really crazy stuff for the time, you know what I mean? Working out a deal with Noah to defend your title on their show is
fuck.
That's like a dream. Like if we could do that with DPW, that'd be fucking. Could you imagine tuning into a cyber agent show and it's like the DPW titles on the line?
That'd be fucking based as hell.
That'd be so insane.
Shit.
Crazy. And then the last thing here, Randy Orton interviews with IGN.
It
says Randy. There was just a little bit here. Randy Orton said people watch Raw because it's a car crash. He says it's human nature. People want to see fucked up shit, so they watch Raw. And Alvarez says, personally, if I wanted to see fucked up shit, I would watch Impact.
That's completely unnecessary. What the fuck? It's fucking totally
I was just taking liberties at this point. What the hell?
I was worried because I thought it was going to be Orton talking about the video game or something. That's what I was expecting.
I just wanted to make sure people got that.
SVRO, it's going to suck.
I played that game, man. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Y'all want to fuck with this. I mean, they interviewed Orton didn't care at that point too. Orton was pretty much bulletproof at that point. He could do an interview and be like, God, I hate that shit. Matter of fact, I can't stand Jeff Hardy either. This feud sucks. They would have just let him beat Jeff Hardy and just move on.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna beat him and beat him again, and that's it. Fuck it. You know what? I would love Booker T to be here so I could beat him too.
They bring him back too.
Bring him back
just to beat him.
Yeah.
And there's all that. All right, let's get into the actual Raw here for January 14th, 2008.
I never give in.
Did they play this?
They didn't do an intro, but they played it during the bumpers.
Oh, did they? I didn't even.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't even realize that.
I just wanna be loved.
I do. I did get Heat results if you guys want to know.
Fuck, Heat was still around.
Internet Heat apparently.
WWE.com exclusive Heat.
WWE Fire.
Yeah.
Why they steal that shit?
Real fast. Hardcore Khali defeated Question Mark. I don't know, some dark match.
Question Mark the wrestler.
Defeated
Yeah.
Question. Santino defeated D.H. Smith.
Wow.
This one I thought was interesting. Jim Duggan and Super Crazy defeated the Highlanders.
Holy fuck, man. How do we get that team again? Super Crazy and Jim Duggan.
And Brian Kendrick defeated Charlie Haas.
Wow. We could run that one too.
Yeah, Haas just came back to Impact.
Yeah.
Wow.
Super Crazy and Jim Duggan is based as hell.
I thought that was funny enough. What the hell?
They were out of control, man.
Awesome. Wow. What the fuck?
How fun must have been to have the book for Heat. Yeah, what y'all want to do this week?
God.
Jim Duggan is Super Crazy. All right.
Let's go.
That's
and they beat the Highlanders? That's awesome.
Were the Highlanders hanging out at Impact?
That's probably soon.
On there?
Yeah,
sure that's soon,
2010-ish, right? Or somewhere around there. So
probably 09, yeah.
Last week, I believe it's last week or sometime.
The world is watching.
Yeah, we have a video package here.
Yes.
Jeff Hardy faced Umaga in a steel cage match.
Yeah, which is this is TV 14, by the way. What is the rating today? Is it still TV 14?
WWE?
I don't know.
Yeah.
No way. It's been PG for
it's still PG,
years.
Is it?
Yeah, it's still PG.
Oh, okay.
Randy Orton punted Matt Hardy, and now Jeff wants the WWE title from Randy Orton.
True.
He doesn't want fuck Matt. I want the WWE title from you.
Anyway.
He does not give a shit.
Yeah, they were in a cage. Orton came out and had taken out Matt earlier the night, or was it that another one? Is this two separate instances?
I'm not entirely sure. It looked like it was all in one night.
I thought so too, but then later on they showed Jeff having a not cage match, and then Orton does the punt to Matt.
He's working doubles.
So or Orton has done this multiple times to Matt.
Matt just kicks in the head. And Matt gets kicked in the head. That's his gimmick.
Yeah. Jeff said he's going to take the title and take Orton out. Umaga got fucked up in the cage, and Orton slammed the cage into Jeff's head. Jeff does the whisper in the wind off the top of the fucking cage, which is awesome, by the way.
Fucking insane video package, man.
Yeah, it's long.
Dude, Orton throws a chair over the top of the cage.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that was really sweet. And the JR.
And then Jeff Sabu's the chair into Umaga's face.
The JR awesome. Quips here were fantastic.
Yes, very JR, yeah.
Whisper in the wind.
Don't do it, Jeff.
JR was meant to call Jeff Hardy matches.
I agree. He is the perfect Jeff Hardy ring announcer. You're right.
So after that, we get the Jeff Hardy Town Hall to open up the show here.
No intro. No, we don't get a Raw intro. No.
Which is probably one of the redeeming parts of this show in 2008 was probably the intro to the show.
Yeah, I mean, I love wrestling shows with an intro. That's why we got one.
I was just wondering if they didn't license it for the network or for Peacock or whatever.
It's on
there. You said it was in the bumper later.
It's on there. Okay. Yeah, for sure. I mean, they fucking have the pay-per-view music as a straight up same music too. I'm pretty sure. So
that's right.
They're just doing whatever. This show is of course in everyone's favorite town, Mobile, Alabama. That's how you know it's gonna be hot.
You get there a little bit later in the show when they talk about Mobile.
I don't fucking hell do they?
I know that Vince hated running here.
Why do they run there then? Or does he do it just? He just does it because he can shit on them, or what?
It must do well because there was a lot of fucking people there.
Yeah, I mean, it looked pretty good. They even got Trevor Murdoch coming out for this one.
Oh my god,
crazy moment here.
He looked good though.
Yeah, he did. Jeff Hardy comes out for the town hall here. Creatures, mount up.
He does not say that, but he should have.
He should have said that with the shirt that he flips inside out and has his face on it.
He should have did the promo with the fucking shirt up the whole time.
Yeah, that was sick.
But cut a hole out in the mouth. That'd be dope. He's IC champ here, by the way. I love this
Oval
title.
Championship.
Yes. I also like the nameplates during this time. The graphic.
They're huge.
For that. It's cool. Yeah, they're big as fuck, but they're cool. This is very of this era. There was a sign in the crowd. You remember the fucking pear with the mouth? that was a sign. It was a big fucking
annoying orange.
Kinda, yes, but it was a big pear.
Annoying pear
with a mouth. What the hell?
I'll send it to you. The lol what fucking thing?
Okay, I see it. Yeah.
Is it this?
Is it the gluck gluck pear? Oh yeah, it's a lima bean.
Is it?
Right?
I always look a pear. I think it's. I don't know. Maybe it is. I always think it's a pear. Maybe your
mouth
right.
is crazy, man.
Yeah. Come on now. What the fuck?
No, I'm just saying.
You think I'm just saying? You don't gotta fucking say.
So Jeff Hardy's out here for this town hall.
Oh, sorry. There was also a sign that says "Don't go into labor." So I don't know if this guy just left his pregnant wife at home and said, "Baby, I'll bring a sign for you."
That happens a lot.
Yeah,
where I see people come to sports show and they're like, "I miss my wife's fucking baby giving for this."
I wished my kid's birthday for this, DPW style.
Hell no, never doing that.
What do you mean? What the hell?
So Jeff Hardy comes out here and he goes, Jeff Hardy as WWE champion.
This is
wow. So yeah.
This is
the most nothing promo of all time.
This is cookie cutter WWE game. Is what this is.
They couldn't have wrote it any worse for Jeff.
Yeah.
They couldn't have.
What are you talking about? It's been fantastic.
Wow. Wow.
Or and you come out here now, or I'll come and find you. And then
Jeff
he stands there.
As WWE champion. Wow. So yeah. He legit just says that.
So yeah.
Anyway,
Jeff goes, Randy Orton, you come out here. And then Randy Orton waits and he waits.
Jeff
and
stands
he
there
waits.
and the Tron blacks out and then comes back on and it's just Jeff staring at himself
Yeah,
standing
just
in the
looking
ring. Jeff Hardy. Wow.
So yeah.
He goes, I said I would take Randy's title at the Royal Rumble, but I said I'd take him out. But tonight, I'll take him out.
Wow.
Either you come out Either you come out now, or I'll come find you.
WWE champion.
He waits forever too. He stands there forever staring at himself. He has to turn away to stop watching himself, and then Orton Shawn comes on. Hey,
yeah, I was laughing the whole time. Like, I know you don't like this.
Why you hate this song for? Which
that
I mean, I'll give it to
ass, man.
This era of Orton probably didn't need this song, but this song is my
so
favorite.
sweet.
Yeah, it is fucking sweet, and he's wrong for not liking it, you bitch.
Randy Orton says he wants to be the third man to hold the IC title and the WWE title at the same time. Jeff Hardy says, wow.
Randy Orton is WWE champion and Intercontinental champion. Wow. So yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Owen Wilson.
So Orton says, hey, all right, I'm fine with the WWE title match that you won at the Royal Rumble. We can set that. But tonight, I would like an Intercontinental Championship match in Mobile, Alabama. Wow.
Done.
That's all he says.
Okay.
It's that easy?
Yeah,
wow,
I guess
okay.
so.
Yeah, Randy says, you're fresh out of Brothers for me to kick in the head.
Jeff should have said, no, you can kick Matt again. Try it again.
WWE champion. Wow. Fuck.
Jeff says, Randy, let me make myself clear. At the Royal Rumble, I'm taking your title, and tonight, I'm taking you out. And then it ends.
You already said that.
He already said that. It's it, though.
He already said the same line.
Okay.
He said the line again.
Jeff, go out there and make sure you hit that line about fucking taking it out, motherfucker.
Okay, I could do that. So,
Do it.
yeah. So, I guess tonight, Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy for the IC title.
Right.
Okay, they're building to that for a long time. I just want everybody to remember that for later on.
Yeah.
So,
That's the big match on the show.
We get a small video package where Ric Flair announces he will never retire.
I will never die. No.
And Vince says, you son of a bitch. Every match.
That's it.
Every match that you have from this point forward, it's a career on the line match, you motherfucker.
Your career is over. And tonight, it's a career-threatening match with Ric Flair and William Regal. Holy fuck.
Dude, I love this angle.
Yeah, it's a great angle. I want to do this with Josh Fuller.
Wasn't that going to be your angle when you start wrestling, James?
Yeah, the retirement tour.
On a retirement tour?
Yeah, that's the based angle.
Well, James is just constantly trying to retire. That's a different part.
Get me out of here.
He just can't stop winning. He accidentally keeps winning.
James Darnell as WWE champion. Wow.
Yeah.
So after that, we get Ashley, Maria, and Mickie James versus Melina, Jillian Hall, and Beth Phoenix.
They all get their entrances too, which I was
full entrances.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Full entrance. Ashley
got
has
pyro.
edge pyro.
I didn't know she had pyro.
Like edge pyro.
Me neither. It was
edge
big
pyro.
pyro. I was like, what the fuck? This is
Yeah,
awesome.
that's crazy.
She's from New York City, by the way. Good for her.
Who Ashley is?
Yeah, Ashley
Newark?
Massaro is. Yeah, New York City is where she's from.
Newark City.
Lawler says,
wow. So yeah.
So the match starts. I don't know, maybe this is during the entrances.
Before the match.
Lawler's like,
yeah.
we're gonna see the women in action. But what about Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy? Come on, man. Fuck. There's 6 women here.
I guess this was just, they don't do this anymore, I don't think, but when the Divas make their entrance, they would pan out to find guys taking pictures of them with their flip cameras when the Divas came out.
Was that thing the one guy had a phone, or what was that?
It was a flip camera. That's what they were called.
It's called Flip. Remember that camera?
I remember it. I just didn't remember the name of it. Yeah.
It was like a vertical camera that would just film, and you could plug it straight in USB to your computer.
Yeah, come to our shows and film Melina's ass. Why don't you?
That's exactly what they showed the guys in the crowd with it. I was blown away by that. I was like, wow.
Not shaming them, though. Like, look at this.
That's pretty cool.
Melina's entrance is sweet, by the way.
It is so good. Wow.
Except they cut the camera angle and changed it.
Well, it's TV 14. You can't show butthole on TV 14, I don't think.
So I was looking at this lineup here as everyone enters the ring. I'm like, man, this is like you have 2 main characters in the ring, and then like you just have, like you watch an anime or like or a TV show.
The
cast.
Like,
which 2 are the main characters? Beth Phoenix and Mickie James stick out like sore thumbs here.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like it's unbelievable here.
Even just entrance wise, and Ashley's the one that got the fucking pyro. No one else gets pyro.
I thought this was a really good idea for them. So they stuck Beth Phoenix on one side and Mickie James on the other. and then they kind of just let everybody else kind of get like one or two things in, and then just let it be Mickie James versus Beth Phoenix. That was the best thing they could have did here, because honestly, this actually turned out to be a really fun match for like
during
first match of the show.
During Jillian's entrance, they cut to the announcers like just staring at JR and Lawler. And JR says, Jillian's a big fan of Britney Spears. And you know what? You can learn more about what the superstars think about Britney Spears and what she can do to get her life back on track.
Yeah, they were really...
What the fuck?
Egging that one in there.
Right around... It's a very timely reference when Britney Spears shaved her head and had a meltdown.
Sure, but you can find out what... And like they show the screen of WWE.com and there's like ads for like car insurance on there and shit.
Yeah, Circuit City ad on the right-hand side.
Yeah, Circuit City.
The camera... Like, it was looking at JR and King, and then the camera, like, he walks around JR all the way behind him and zooms in on the screen. Look at this little computer here.
I see what's going on here.
But back to the matchup here. Like I said, everybody else in the match gets a little bit of time here to kind of get a move or two in.
Oh, man. Ashley kills Melina with a fucking lariat at the beginning of this. I was like, wow, fuck.
They all had some sort of character to them that made you remember them, too. Like, Jillian Hall's gimmick is, I would never forget that gimmick as long as I live.
She's fucking annoying singer girl, yeah.
Yes, she's like the Britney. That's pretty much exactly what they're putting over. And then she had the thing on her face and Boogeyman ate it, and I'll never forget any of that shit. So.
That was awesome, too.
But yeah, the match really starts heating up when Beth and Mickie get in, and they're basically just having a singles in the middle of this match, which was
they're kicking ass, too.
Yeah, Mickie hits a fucking sweet head scissors, Thesz press off the top. I used to love when Mickie used to do that all the time.
That was awesome. Yeah. That caught me off guard. JR said, I'm not sure about Maria's choice in men. I don't know who was Maria with at this time.
Oh, wow. I don't know. I just assumed that was a general statement. JR says she should be with me.
And hear my opinion on that on WWE.com.
Circuit Shitty. Beth tries to hit Jaded on Mickie, but Mickie gets down.
Slam, how dare you?
That's the Jaded. Sorry, bro. You'll get with the picture soon. Mickie gets down, hits an enziguri for a fucking 2.
The way solid. She got out of it was cool. She didn't like roll through or anything. She just kicked her in the stomach from that position, from the glam stand position. It was weird. I was like, oh, that's cool. I've never seen that.
So as they get up, everyone in the match gets in the ring and they fucking brawl to the outside. There's going crazy.
Diva-licious action all over the ring.
I wrote that down because it stuck out so much to me. The Diva-licious action. Huh.
They don't have that title yet, but it's coming. I think in July, the Divas title
you're right.
starts.
Beth Phoenix is still the women's champion at this point. Yeah. Mickie gets stun gunned off the top, and Beth hits a stalling fisherman suplex for the 3.
So when she went for the glam slam, did they call it that? Or was that not her move yet?
I think they said the Jaded.
Shut the fuck up.
Actually, I'm not sure.
The fisherman looked cool though. I was like, oh wow, and it was like, I don't know if that's what she was winning with at that point or what, but I was like,
she definitely won here. It looked good.
Yeah.
Cool shit. Good. So we go backstage. William Regal and Vince are backstage staring at each other.
Well, kinda. Regal's standing there and he's kind of like side-eyeing Vince, and Vince is facing him, staring right at the side of his fucking head. Vince
is confident that William Regal will end Ric Flair's career tonight.
Regal says he's going to do something. He's going to do something that Randy Orton, Umaga, and Triple H couldn't do.
He was really going out of his way.
He was. I'm going to end Ric Flair's career.
Yeah, Regal promises to do it in the most undignified way possible.
What the fuck does that mean?
Well, Vince knows exactly what it means because Vince pulls out.
I got you a gift.
An enema.
No. That's an apparatus.
The enema apparatus, man.
It's one thing to beat Flair and end his career. It's another thing to do it here in this town. In this town. He doesn't say the name of the town.
Yeah.
No,
whatever.
He did not know the name. He definitely didn't know the name. But if the powers above were to gift the United States an enema, where would they stick this apparatus?
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Regal says here in Mobile, Alabama, and they're boo or they cheer. I don't know if they liked it or not.
They never really do anything with the enema.
No, it's just for the spot. And he gives it to Regal, and you never see it again.
Yeah, no enema.
Like, oh, stick this up your ass or something.
Well, Gene Snitsky is also here.
What the fuck is going on here? Dude, I didn't, maybe I knew then and I just didn't remember now. Was Gene Snitsky's gimmick they made him get super fucking acne because they're turning the HD?
I genuinely wrote that down. I said, did they lather this guy up with oil and fuck up his skin as much as possible for this gimmick?
I think so.
Because it was bad.
It was
bad.
horrible.
Did he have yellow teeth too, or was that somebody else?
No, his teeth were fucked, but I think they were worked fucked.
They were worked fucked. His skin.
They like dyed his teeth yellow too, right?
Or it's like brownish yellow. Yeah, it looks like
it probably was for the. Now you mentioned the HD thing. It's probably just for HD.
That's what it was. That was the gimmick.
Dude, full fucking gross acne. It was like, wow, this poor dude.
Yeah, it was rough. And then Triple H said, I'm going to expose you later. I'm going to fucking...
someone needs to beat you.
I'm gonna run your ass later, just so you know. Thanks for doing that gimmick, by the way.
So Snitsky walks in, and Vince said, well, good thing this is an HD. I don't know what that... Why did he say that?
Well, for us, it wasn't HD. It was bad.
Yeah, well, that's true. But good thing this isn't. What does that mean? Because we would see him giving an enema in HD. What did he mean?
No, the Snitsky walked in, so no one has to see his.
I don't think Snitsky was there yet. He said it before.
No, he said good thing this. No, he sees Snitsky and then he says good thing this isn't
okay?
HD.
I thought he said it before.
And then
he saw him. That makes sense.
He doesn't care about. Snitsky doesn't care about HD.
Like, whatever.
Doesn't know what that is.
What a fucking ridiculous. I don't care about HD. What the fuck?
That'd be like if I said I don't care about 4K.
If fucking the Undertaker's one of his first promo was, man, I can't wait to watch this in high def. What the fuck?
Yeah, they were kind of grasping for straws here. So, speaking of, it shows
69.
69.
No.
69.
Yeah, all he cares about is hurting people. And Vince says, all right, well, tonight you can face Triple H.
Yeah, have fun with that.
And then
I can't wait to talk about that match. I really can't.
He gives Regal the apparatus and says, take this with you. Now, what the fuck is he doing with this, man?
Nothing. He does nothing.
Yeah, no. He should.
It shows a small video package of Undertaker eliminating Shawn at last year's Rumble to win the Royal Rumble.
Taker was bleeding, too, like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Yeah. And then, of course, Raw is brought to you by Snickers.
Yeah.
And Unreal Tournament 3.
Hell yeah, that was awesome. Holy shit.
I believe that. I was like, wow.
Only 2 sponsors, though. Must have been a tough time.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, Snickers is still here, so thankfully that worked out for him. Unreal, on the other hand,
I think that was just like a rollover deal. Like they forgot to like undo their subscription to WWE sponsorship, so they just kept rolling
to wrestling. Yeah. Snickers always.
They just kept funneling money.
We got the wrestling
on accident.
thing. Yeah,
it must not be like super expensive or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Because didn't Snickers sponsor WCW, right?
Yes, they
Snickers
did.
And everything. Yeah.
So they just rolled over wrestling. We just have wrestling.
Auto
in our budget.
pay, yeah.
So we have Shawn Michaels in a Royal Rumble qualifying match.
Hell yeah, Tony.
Huh? He's a Brett guy now. Things changed.
Oh shit! Wow. 2008 Brett guy.
I don't think Shawn even knew he was in a qualifying match yet.
I don't think they understood what was going on here.
I think Shawn missed the mark here with this qualifying match.
Because he says
he has an open mic now.
He says I have to have a Royal Rumble qualifying match, like as a question, and the crowd boos, and he says exactly. And then like he goes and puts over himself, saying he's won 2 Rumbles, that he still has to qualify. He said, I know rules are rules, and I don't want to usurp the authority of WWE. Big rules guy, Shawn Michaels.
Always has been.
And he says, I came here to challenge Mr. Kennedy. So why don't we make the match between me and Mr. Kennedy a Royal Rumble qualifier? No, Shawn.
Huh?
This was already booked.
What the hell?
You cannot
very
just
confusing.
Make your own fucking match.
Did Shawn already get thrown into the Geritron yet? Because
no, that's after this, I think. Maybe it was. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't.
No, it was probably after.
Yet.
It was probably after because I think Jericho's still a face here.
Maybe he just really did not want to wrestle Trevor Murdoch, so he was trying to shoot himself into another match.
I don't know why. Trevor Murdoch's a good worker.
Well, he's challenging Kennedy, and you're going, it's like Jeff Jarrett's theme. Here comes Trevor fucking Murdoch, NWA World's Champion.
That's crazy. I know. That's insane.
Yeah. So Shawn Michaels versus Trevor Murdoch, which Trevor Murdoch, I think Trevor might be doing singles because Lance Cade is injured right now.
Yeah, I think his shoulder was messed up or something.
Yeah, so they were giving Trevor some single stuff, but they weren't giving him as much as Snitsky got because Trevor Murdoch gets his ass whooped here.
I don't know why they didn't just give this more time and turn it around. Yeah, I don't know.
I agree. It should have been the opposite. Yeah, I guess
because Murdoch was working. He came out here for this match and like pretty sick combo moves on Shawn at the beginning, just Southern like beatdown moves,
big boots on him and shit. Yeah,
looked good.
They did a chop and punch exchange, which looked good.
Yeah, Murdoch was working here. Like he took every second he had out there, and he made some good shit.
Yeah, well,
probably why they continue to use him. They used him for quite a bit. I remember at least remembering most of this shit.
I think so. Because they eventually go away from the tag team, right? And then I think he might be gone in 08 though. Like he's around for a bit, but let me see. He is drafted to SmackDown, and then he's gone in July. So
wow, really?
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know. Maybe because he was in 08, I guess.
Sure.
Or,
That's that gives you a lot more time. Yeah.
Yeah. Trevor Murdoch, of course he gets his shit in.
Sorry, I just to remember, he started doing a fucking like country singer gimmick. I totally forgot about that.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, he like was like a singer on Raw. He would like,
and then a lot of singer gimmicks going on.
Yeah, well, and then Cade like turned on him.
This shit sucks.
yeah. Shut up, bitch. Stop singing.
So Shawn does his shit, does the punches, the kip up, atomic drop, elbow drop,
all the classics he hits here.
Tunes up the band. Murdoch.
The crowd is going crazy for this Sweet Chin Music hype, by the way. Like, he's tuning up in the crowds. Everyone gets on their fucking feet. Mobile, Alabama loves themselves some Sweet Chin Music.
Hell yeah. Who doesn't, man? Who doesn't?
Well, a lot of people probably. So Shawn tunes the band up, and Murdoch drops right before Shawn hits him.
Yes.
And as he drops, Shawn then locks in his patented inverted figure 4 leg lock.
Not patented.
Was this the first time he did it?
It's his
first time of all time ever.
Shawn Michaels.
Okay, so I will say in the video games, I hated that he had this. But he puts it on Trevor here, and I thought it actually looked fucking cool when he did it here, because it looked like Trevor
is a good worker.
Trevor was selling it like a motherfucker, and it looked like kind of fucking crazy how it was locked on. I was like, oh wow, this is cool, and then he wins with it. I was like, okay. But yes, I think he had it as like either a signature or a secondary finisher in the games, right?
It sucks in the games.
Yeah, I think so.
It does suck in the games. It's so lame in the fucking games.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, Shawn's movesets all around in the games are just usually not very fun to mess around with. Like your
finishes, yeah. Like
the Sweet Chin, because he does a little strut afterwards.
Yeah,
but like everything else,
it takes forever to do it, and
takes forever, dude. Yeah. The rest of his shit's like atomic drops and like neck
Scoop
breakers,
slam.
and it's like, damn, this is boring.
I would always go in and change it and give him just a regular super kick.
The running strike one.
Tuning up the band fucking sucks. Yeah.
So JR says this is his new move, the inverted figure 4 leg lock, and he beats Trevor Murdoch with it.
Great.
Mr. Kennedy shows up on the Titantron.
Kennedy.
And it looks like he's doing a documentary the way they filmed this. I'm not.
Yeah, why did they have the time code on there?
I'm not sure. Maybe that shows that it's recording.
Maybe, okay. But was it not meant to be live?
Now that we talk about it, I don't know.
In theory, you would think it's live, right?
There's a time code on it.
Was he filming a movie? What movie is he doing? The Marine 4?
13 rounds, probably.
13 rounds, too. 26 rounds.
I think John Cena was doing 12 rounds around this time, actually.
Probably, yeah, you may be right.
So Mr. Kennedy says Shawn has an ego.
No
Mr.
fucking
Kennedy,
way. I won't stand for this.
Spitting facts. Mr. Kennedy says Shawn can't handle the fact that he left him laying 2 weeks in a row and that he has passed him by. And dude, I am watching this and I'm like, holy fuck. Mr. Kennedy looks like Andy Bernard from The Office real bad here. Like, this looks like an Andy Bernard segment from The Office. This is crazy looking.
I like this promo.
Andy Bernard cut a hell of a promo here. Mr. Kennedy.
This doesn't age very well, though. This age is like fucking.
I mean, they obviously had high fucking hopes for Kennedy.
Great promo as he was over. Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Mr. Kennedy says he will give him the honor of stepping into the ring with him again next week.
Bitch.
And then Trevor Murdoch walks behind. I don't even know if he was trying to attack HBK. I think he was just trying to walk away.
Snuck up behind him Scooby-Doo style.
I don't even know what he was trying to do, but HBK hit him with a super kick anyways.
Yeah. And danced. Fuck you.
Yeah, damn.
Oh, you're forgetting the best line that Kennedy says. He said, I am the present and the future of sports entertainment.
Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, he would have been.
Then he goes to TNA. I can't shoot my gun.
Aces and eights or not, or he was. I don't know.
Yeah, he's got the Ace of Days head scratch.
Yeah,
that's all time. Great. Yeah.
That angle was always so weird. Like, I mean, just the Kennedy part of it, or sorry, Anderson part of the Ace and Eights thing, because I feel like it was meant to be like, this dude is very obviously like a turncoat, and he's just like on the inside. But I feel like at some point it changed, and they were like, you know what? Just stay in there.
I think they just had to work with who they had at the time.
Yeah,
and it just so happened.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
You're probably right.
It shows a little video package of Ric Flair versus Randy Orton from 2 months ago.
Just for fun?
Yeah, I don't know. It shows a little screen of JBL's second coming with Matrix text.
Now,
JBL's coming?
Now what do you
That's
mean
awesome.
by this?
JBL's second coming. So
that's fucking hot as hell.
Y2J did the second coming thing, and then he
Yes.
was like, I'm going to do my own second
I'm going to come
coming.
again, damn it.
Yes.
If anyone's coming again, it's me.
JBL comes again.
Hell
is
yeah.
what he
twice.
says.
More boys should be coming.
It shows a video package of WrestleMania 6 of Warrior versus Hogan.
I was so fucking confused here for a second. I was like, what is... They're just padding this show out. But it was because...
They actually were just padding
because it
the
was
show, 'cause they
Warrior
had-
won the IC and WWE title.
No,
That's-
yeah, but they definitely put that
WWF.
in to pad. They
Sure.
put way too much
It felt
footage of that
taped.
in there.
The show felt like super taped.
Again, they are putting emphasis on this IC title match that is the main event of the show.
Yeah, Orton versus Jeff.
Yes.
And then it has a Royal Rumble hype card, which these are the following
Interesting.
matches announced for these.
Yes.
We have the Royal Rumble match. We
No way.
have Edge versus Ray for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yes.
We have JBL versus Chris Jericho. And then we have Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy for the WWE Championship.
So I like the moving like going through the subway fucking thing to get to the door, but the actual they didn't have motion graphs fixed for the actual matches, and they were all cut to shitty scuffed.
That was
Like,
classic WWE though. Like
what
WWE,
the fuck?
because we were watching Rumble 05, and it's like they were just taking pictures and just like
That was just screenshots. That was yeah. These were actual renders though, and it was all weird
Yeah,
too. I
I
was
mean,
like,
it's
what is happening?
tough, graphic design's my passion. We go backstage. Vince is with Hornswoggle.
What, dude? This is so weird. This is Vince McMahon putting Hornswoggle in a pillowcase and throwing him out the limo window. Weird.
This would have been the next week's
I think
segment if they
so.
would have had that.
Fucking hell, man.
He is a weird bastard.
I forgot about that rumor. Holy shit.
Did we
And
start that?
Pedro had to draw it.
drew
He did
that.
draw that. Shout out Pedro for that one.
Beast.
Vince is with Hornswoggle, and he's nervous for his son being in the Royal Rumble match.
Yes, I gotta tell you, son, I'm so proud of you. I'm a little concerned though that you're one of 30 men in the Royal Rumble match. So tonight we're gonna have a mini Royal Rumble.
I couldn't believe this,
first.
by the way. I
We
couldn't believe
watched
this
this.
because we watched this.
Literally on Watch This. We've watched this.
Go on our Patreon right now and check it out.
Honestly, it probably was
Watch this.
last Royal Rumble season.
Maybe.
It had to have been, right?
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
have
makes
watched
sense.
this mini Rumble on our Patreon. So if you guys are a $5 or higher patron on our Patreon, you can see us break down this match.
But we'll do it again just for you. But you
Yeah.
should watch that as well because it's fucking funny. You'll be in the ring first, and the first person out will be Mr. Kennedy. And then I'm like, oh, he's just announcing them here. And then Mankind. What? Is Mankind even on the roster nowadays? He
I
just
don't
blurts
know,
out
man.
Mankind?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he was a tag team partner with Hornswoggle at some point.
Okay, great. And then Batista. And maybe a surprise or two. But if you're successful tonight, you got a shot at winning the actual Royal Rumble match. But that isn't going to happen, is it? And I was like, oh, that's kind of sad. And then he fucking goozles Hornswoggle.
What the hell was this?
He just straight up grips him by the neck and shoves him into the fucking couch. And he starts with, your last name is McMahon. Anything can happen. Don't forget. And he lets him go. Hornswoggle's crying. Vince is sitting there like a fucking abusive fucking dad. I'm proud of you, though. What the fuck is going on?
This is so
His
fucked
name is
up.
Hornswoggle McMahon.
Horny McMahon. That's me.
Look. It cuts from this to Triple H drooling down the hallway.
He's looking, he's got a shape to him. He's looking
Yeah.
shapely.
Yeah,
He's getting ready for Mania. This is
Yeah,
part
it's
one
about
of it,
that
I
time.
think. Yeah. It's beginning of the season.
We're
you know what I
getting
mean? Yeah. We get a WWE Rewind, though, brought to you by... I was confused at first, but I realized this is a Snickers ad. But it said, brought to you by chocolate, peanuts, nougat, caramel,
They got some
Snickers.
big sponsors.
All of chocolate.
chocolate?
And every peanut is sponsoring this.
That's
I wrote down the
awesome.
WWF Rewind. I'm just so used to that. Wow.
Oh my! Speaking of sponsors and rewinds, I was watching you stream fucking Halo. Were you playing with somebody that said they were eating corn nuts?
Yes, dude. I couldn't believe it. I like deadass. I'm in the middle of an Onyx rank game. I just stopped where I'm at. There is no way that you just said you're eating corn nuts.
You just said those suck.
I was just flabbergasted. There was no bit like legit thrown back by that. Crazy.
Just eating corn nuts. Wow,
that's my man.
The rewind was Flair versus Triple H, which was 2 weeks ago, which ended with William Regal coming out and punching Ric Flair in the head with brass knuckles and Flair winning by DQ, which was, I believe, another if Flair loses, he's retired match, but also if Triple H loses, he's not in the Rumble. I think that's what that match was. So
Triple H loses, technically.
Yes.
By the way, just want to make sure everybody understands this. We talked about this mini battle royale that's going to have Mr. Kennedy, Mankind, and Batista and all that. Yes. They advertised it as Batista actually being there, Mankind actually being there.
They had motion graphics.
The graphic.
Yeah. With them actually on it.
Yeah, they were like, Batista, Mankind, and Mr. Kennedy were all, and Hornswoggle. It was a 5-man battle royal, which I don't think is what the number ends up being either.
Yeah, Kane comes through. I don't know what's going on.
Fucking hell, it's matches. Sweet.
So what was funny is I had not watched this yet when you posted the graphic on Twitter, James.
Yeah.
And I was like, did I watch the wrong Raw? Because there's no way that match
happened. I know. They advertised it like it was happening. I was like, wow, okay, you got some balls on
I saw the Mr. Kennedy part, and I'm like, there's no way he's wrestling tonight. He was like doing this
the movie thing.
Yeah. And then I was like, wait, did I watch the wrong Raw? What's going on?
So we move on to Triple H versus Gene Snitsky.
Triple H does his entrance, and he is dripping. His hair is dripping with fucking water. I was like, what the fuck?
He's got his entrance down pat, man.
And he's ready for Mania. Not right now, but he will be.
Snitsky comes out and they do like a massive camera shake for his entrance. They're like
right up on his face too.
Yeah,
like
making it go crazy.
And Lillian, I don't know if they told her to say his name weird. She says it like Cartman style. She says, and here comes Snitsky.
That's right.
JR says Snitsky is a little psychotic, and Lawler says, and a lot ugly.
My first bullet point for this match was I have no idea how motherfuckers watched WWE during this era.
Dude, this is a full match. This is 10 minutes.
It was awful, man.
This match fucking sucks.
Why?
Triple H was like, yeah, you go up on me, but here's the deal, brother. All your shit sucks.
You have to look like garbage now.
Yeah, they made him look as bad as humanly possible. I'm not talking about bad as in his gimmick as he's ugly. I'm talking about they gave him shit.
All your big moves, I'm taking them, but they're not gonna look good.
No way. Snitsky, I don't know how many times they did the Irish whip into the corner in this match, but it had to be damn near 15 times. I'm like, you don't is he really only going to give you Irish whips in the corner? Is that they had a 10-minute match. Is this really all that we're going to get?
They should have, like we said earlier, they should have flip-flopped Trevor and Shawn. And this was
rough,
this is man. Holy shit. Fucking, they're hyping up Snitsky's HD debut, which certified that his gimmick was, we need you to get super duper acne and look like fucking shit. Triple H low bridges Snitsky, and Snitsky goes over clean over the top rope and fucking dies. I thought that was the end of the match there for how hard he hit that.
Sorry, bro.
JR says, Snitsky is JR. Fuck you. Go to hell. Take all these bumps from me, son.
Yeah.
JR says, that Snitsky could be considered bowling shoe ugly, but that is just a consideration.
Snitsky, the craziest part is I feel like Snitsky's not even bad. He's not
No.
I've watched Snitsky matches. I'm like, damn, I fuck with this guy. But then we get in there with Triple H on a Raw, and it's like, man, you had no chance.
He absolutely could be no way. He absolutely could be WWE big guy good, which you know what I mean by that. That's 100%. You can protect him forever, but not here, not with this guy.
No way.
Snitsky puts him in a bear hug, and Triple H starts coming in his pants or something.
I don't know what this was.
What the fuck is happening? Triple H goes,
yeah, man.
If I have to hear, dude, we just watched the Royal Rumble match. If I had to hear Triple H and rest hold fucking ever again, holy shit.
Crazy,
H,
man.
Fucking just starts vibrating and gooming in his little
Dude, he was
pants.
not worried about having he was not worried about entertaining anybody but himself here in this match. This was this was just horrible.
Snitsky goes to pump handle slam him and Triple H counters it into a DDT and then spine busters him. He goes for the pedigree. I'm surprised he gave him this. Snitsky backdropped Triple H over the top rope, which I was like, okay, they're actually giving him something here. But then after that, they give him very little. Yeah, that was the biggest part of the match for him. Snitsky goes to smash the stairs onto Triple H's head. He picked up the stairs and Triple H was laying on the bottom half. He wants to hit him with it. Triple H moves, and Triple H says, all right, I'm done. And he hits Snitsky with a chair. And a disqualification. What the fuck?
I couldn't believe this. So after 10 minutes, it's still a DQ on it. Like, who are you protecting? What's the deal here,
just
man?
Hit him, man?
You just exposed him. You just exposed him for 10 minutes, and now we're going to protect him? What are we doing?
We got to get that
also,
HD spot in, bro.
Wasn't this to qualify to be in the Rumble? Wasn't that the idea there, too?
It may have been. I don't know if they said that, but it may have been. Because the Flair match was. So this might have just been a match. I think this was just Vince wanted Snitsky to beat him up. Yeah. And Triple H beat him up.
Okay, because Triple H wasn't in the Rumble, right?
Because he lost to Flair.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah. Double shot with the chairs. Disqualification. Triple H gets the sledgehammer and then beats him up some more and then hits him with the pedigree.
Okay. After the match is over.
The match is over.
No reason to do it.
He's already whooped his ass, sledgehammer, and then pedigree. I wrote, what is the point of any of this? What?
Triple H said, trust me, kid. Trust me. It'll be better for your career.
Yeah, we'll get it back. We'll run it back after the Rumble, I think.
Yeah, trust me, kid.
Yeah. I wonder if there's ever another Snitsky Triple H match ever again. There's no way, right?
Probably not. I can't imagine. And even if it was, it's probably the same shit.
It's probably worse. He's like, all right, I get a little too long that last time, kid. Let's cut out half of that first.
Yeah, let's shorten that up a little bit.
Yeah, let's cut to the part where I pedigree you.
Oh man. Well, at least the last part is like a pretty memorable part in WWE lore.
Not only is it memorable, James, it is 100 times worse than I remember it.
Yeah, it's actually terrible.
It is very bad. Plus, the crowd does not give a fuck.
No, they're confused, as am I.
Yeah, all right, so Triple H walks up the ramp after he pedigrees Snitsky with his sledgehammer.
With the sledgehammer, yes.
Vince shows up, not on the Titantron, on the small screen.
I think he was on both, actually, but they only shot the Minitron.
Okay, I didn't know if he was on the Big Tron. So it made even less sense than for the people watching the Big Tron.
Yeah, people in the building were probably only watching the big screen and didn't even realize what the fuck was going on because they don't show what Triple H is doing on the big screen.
So Vince tells Triple H to calm down because he is getting out of control since losing his spot in the Royal Rumble.
He says, I advise you to calm down and I advise you to take a chill pill. Triple H just beat a guy with a sledgehammer. Please take a chill pill.
Triple H then takes his sledgehammer and goes to swing it at the screen.
The screen!
As he swings the sledgehammer at the screen, Vince's eyes get real wide, and then Vince sells the sledgehammer hit as Triple H swings it at the screen.
He flinches like he's gonna get hit with it, and then Triple H slices through the little shitty screen with his sledgehammer. Doesn't look cool at all, and then fucking Shockmaster Pyro fucking starts going off.
Very small fireworks go off.
It's very.
Let me explain. Can I explain how a projector screen works?
Sure.
There's no wire. There's nothing connected to a projector screen.
You're telling me that it was not a direct TV?
There's no direct feed. It's a projector.
That is a plasma screen TV right there that he cut through.
It's not.
You don't wait.
It's made out of paper.
What? You must use some fucked up screen, Tony. You don't plug in your screen to get the video on it.
Your TV isn't paper.
Not on this screen.
They got some fucked up TVs.
So not only does he cut through the screen with the sledgehammer like a knife through butter.
So in my mind, the second part is not how it goes, but go on.
No.
Triple H backs up with his sledgehammer and then throws the sledgehammer at the screen that he just cut through, except now it hits like a wall.
It hits the screen that wasn't torn, and it just bounces off of it.
It almost hits him.
It almost flies back.
Imagine that would hit Triple H.
Blows up again.
Triple H is like, he's like visibly like shook from the, it like explodes and he goes, whoa, and then he goes,
and then it bounces, he almost gets hit, and Pyro goes off, oh, fuck. He flinches.
The sparks fly back at Triple H and almost hit him.
Dude.
So the damage done from this was a little tear from him ripping it, and then one hole where the
well, of course, Tony, when
back.
you plug in electronics, cut the electronics, they get all fucked up. So that's...
paper screen's all fucked up, thanks.
And they the Minitron for the rest of the show is just black. You can't project anything onto the screen.
It's broken, Johnny. It's broken.
It's broken forever.
You can't project onto it.
Right before the HD, they broke the 4:3 screen.
This is how they replaced the stage, huh?
Yeah, that's
so.
it.
Austin had Big Show pull down an entire Tron and sliced it with a gigantic scythe. Rhino gored Jericho through the SmackDown set. Triple H threw a sledgehammer and bounced back off of it. Triple H, they almost had to replace Triple H, is how that went.
Big Show should have pulled it down and it became HD. That's how it should have happened.
He should have stretched it.
Made it 16:9.
To 16:9.
Holy fuck. That'd be fucking so sick. Snitsky should have did that. That would have been Snitsky's fucking spot.
Nah, Snitsky's still selling.
Ugly bastard.
The best is Vince's reaction, like he's gonna get hit with the
I couldn't believe he did that. I couldn't believe he
Oh.
did that. That was an ad lib too. Like that was live and he just did it. Like no one
Yeah.
told him to do that. He
Oh,
just thought
yeah,
it was the
yeah.
thing to do. Oh my god. Oh, even worse.
Wow.
They go to commercial, come back. JR is doing concerned injury voice about the fucking
Yeah.
Tron.
Oh, and they have like a crazy like camera shot on the Tron that was like with smoke coming out, like it just died.
It's all fucked.
Rough,
Yeah,
man.
this is horrible. What has just happened to the WWE Minitron?
Never forget.
Yeah.
HD. Never forget.
Sorry about
4-3 forever.
January 14th, 2008 will go down as one of the worst days in history.
that.
The Minitron died.
Fuck.
So after that, we go backstage where Vince is now yelling at Triple H for fucking the setup.
What the hell is that about? What are you trying to prove? You're some kind of big badass, huh? Yeah. Just no. I didn't even say anything. Oh, because you're not in a Rumble match. What else are you gonna do? What else? Are you gonna do something? You gonna do something? You gonna do something next week?
Yeah, I guess so.
I can't trust you. Therefore, you're back in the Rumble match. This makes no
Oh
fucking
my
sense.
God,
This makes
yeah.
no fucking
What
sense
the
whatsoever.
hell? Yeah, this is so fucked.
Not because I feel intimidated, but because. And you're back in. I actually meant you're in if you win your match next week. I
Okay.
fucked up, I think.
Sorry.
Triple H gets real close to him. He says, "My match," and he gets close to his face. He smiles, and Vince says, "Yeah, your match." And they both just stand there, staring.
Staring. They do this so
forever.
much. Yeah,
And
I
then
don't know what the deal is here.
I feel like it's a whole minute, and then it slowly fades out. And while it fades out, you hear some crowd, a guy in the crowd yelling, "What?"
What? Forever. I went back and watched it like
So
4
long.
times.
Yeah. What?
The
That's
WWE
how I
Slam of the
fucking feel.
Week
Oh,
is
hell
brought
yeah.
to you by Unreal Tournament 3.
Fuck yeah, it is.
JBL's first coming. JBL has come to Raw from SmackDown.
Yes.
And Chris Jericho says, "Not on my watch." And he comes through and they brawl.
So this is his first time doing this because I will spoil, he does do this again on this show. His gimmick is he raises his fist, pyro goes off. Anytime he raises his fist, pyro goes off. And then it's all the pyro
gosh.
ever when he does double fists. So he does that on this show. And he also had balloons last week as well. So this week, JBL's second coming. He comes out, balloons falling again from the ceiling for his entrance. And then you immediately hear poo, 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 poo. Just everyone popping balloons for the next 5 fucking minutes.
Oh, I thought that was pyro. No, that's
No, it's
people
not
popping
pyro.
balloons.
It's balloons. Fucking. Do, 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 do. And he comes out in his fucking limo. I don't know. I'd be shocked if they do the balloon thing again after this.
Apparently, JBL hanged Jericho from the truss last week.
Yeah, they didn't show that
Initially.
first time. Yeah, he beat the fucking. Did they have a match too? Because it looked like he was in gear.
Yeah, I'm not sure, actually.
Okay. I guess maybe someone else knows that was paying attention to this era. Why was Jericho so mad in the first place? Did the beatdown happen before and then Jericho jumped him, or was it in the other way? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Either way.
Oh, so it's Chris Jericho versus Snitsky, and JBL ended in a no contest.
Snitsky was there.
JBL
always
whacked
there.
Jericho in the head with the ring bell, then choked him with an electrical cable, wrapped the cable around Jericho's neck, dragged him around the ring, up the aisle to the stage. That was a week before. JBL was prepared to hang Chris Jericho from the scaffold, but referees arrived to break it up.
Huh, so he tried to kill him.
Yeah.
In his debut on Raw.
That's his first coming.
Maybe that's how he comes.
In his second coming.
He's trying to show other people how he does
I
it.
don't know, man. With the pyro tonight, I think he came just fine.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
I will say this much. I started watching Pluto TV during this segment. I don't know. We talked about this before.
Love Pluto. They got a whole
Pluto's great.
whole TNA channel on there. They
Yeah,
have a
dude.
Garfield
There's a ton of
channel.
wrestling channels
They have
on there.
Naruto. Whole channel for Naruto. And that's
They got a
insane
whole
to me.
game show
Subtitled
network thing.
Naruto.
They may have a supermarket sweep channel.
Yeah, we're gonna be checking Pluto TV out
Yeah, I
quite a
think
bit
so.
more. Do they have
Shall
an
we-
ad-free version or no?
I don't think. There might be a pay-for version. I don't know if there is.
Check it out.
I think we should get on Pluto.
I don't think.
Yeah,
I think that's
sweet.
how it exists. I just think that's how Pluto exists.
Yeah.
Just
Ads.
make money on
It's
ads.
just ads.
Yeah.
Dude, I tuned in.
It comes on like some TVs right now.
Yeah.
Like you can
Like
buy a
on the
new
TV, like automatically.
Oh, really?
It's on it.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
Oh
cool.
wow.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, I mean, if people watch Naruto, I watched Naruto versus Kabuto, which, by the way, is a
Wow, how was
insane
that?
fucking fight.
How was
It
that compared
awesome.
to Snitsky and Triple H?
Yo, I'll be honest, I don't know what the fuck happened in this segment. I saw JBL talking real slow, and I said, I'm going to go watch this.
All right, so this, I mean, I was in on this because I actually like JBL. I liked booing JBL, so I was like, okay, JBL stuff here is cool. So comes out, balloons and all that shit. JBL says there was a campaign for months that said someone was going to come, and it ended up being Chris Jericho. And I too want to come.
I'm a ring.
Jericho, he says Jericho stuck his neck out to save us. Well, how's your neck, Chris? And all the while, pop, 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 pop. Yeah, just fucking hell. Just everyone's not paying attention, having fun with these balloons. And then they recap what James was talking about, the segment where Jericho gets the shit fucking kicked out of him and choked him with a big cable and tried to fucking kill him. Comes back and JBL says, "Where's your savior now?" I'll tell you where he is. He's at home, where he should have stayed. And he says, "I love power and domination." And I said, "Yeah, fucking hell yeah." He said, "When I was dragging Jericho around last week, it was like I was dragging every one of you that looks for Jericho to be your savior." And Chris couldn't make it tonight, but I know he's watching. Chris, move over, because I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to your children. This part of the promo goes for what feels like 17 minutes.
I genuinely didn't know what was going on. I looked back, he said, "Daddy." I said, "I don't know what's going on."
He would not stop saying daddy. He just stares at the camera. No one is reacting in the crowd. No one's booing. Everyone is confused. They're playing with balloons. They're fucking lost. I'm lost. He says, "Your daddy just realized there are people out there that are bigger and stronger and better. Look at the coward you call daddy. Your daddy is gutless and spineless. Jericho, I'd like you to look at your kids." This is a fucking instructional video here. Fucking fuck, this sucks. Tell him I'm better than
And
you.
Jericho's kids never once showed up on Raw, right?
There's no
He
way they're
didn't come out
watching
with
this
his
show.
kids.
This show sucks.
This show is.
No, I mean, his
watching
kids weren't there at the
Impact, bro.
arena ever, right?
They're like, daddy, go work an Impact. But no, I don't think they worked him in an angle. No, it was just JBL kind of promo to fucking nothing. I don't know.
Because then later, because they run it with like Shawn Michaels later, right? And JBL like
JBL, big family guy.
Shawn Michaels.
Well, he's a
Yeah, I don't
family guy.
Family
Saves
dude.
today.
And then JBL just he says, "Look at your kids and tell them I'm better than you." And he looks away. And then I guess that was a signal for them to stop the promo, because then they eventually hit his music. I don't think they even knew what was going on.
Somebody
And
please
then-
cut the fucking feed.
It does not stop there.
No, it's not done
JBL
yet.
raises his fist and all the fucking pyro goes off. I'm like, wow, this is fucking awesome, actually. This is all I wanted to see. Like, I was good. And JBL leaves. I'm like, man, I was like, is Jericho about to jump him? No, he goes to the ramp, raises his fist, more fucking pyro. Just everywhere, fucking pyro. Like, oh man.
Zero
Good
crowd reaction.
No, everyone's
at all.
lost.
Zero crowd. No boos, no cheers, nothing. They silence.
I'm like, that's fucking cool. And I'm talking to Deb. I'm just looking away doing stuff. I look back, JBL's still on my screen. He's at the top of the ramp now. Fist up. Pew, 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 pew. What is going on here, man?
And then King and Lawler are like, or King and JR are like, oh, he's so expensive. He's from New York.
Hell yeah, it's expensive. Fuck.
How much budget did he?
Yeah. Pyro budgets must be fucking crazy for this. And I'm like, all right, that's a good bit. He goes to leave. He stops, turns back, double fists in the air. Oh, the whole fucking building explodes. There is smoke everywhere. This is 100% smoke-filled building.
This was first and last time they ever do this.
It was the second time they did it. How'd they not learn the first time?
Last time ever. Don't do it ever
again.
Fuck,
man. I mean, it's fucking hilarious. I'll give them that. But holy shit. They're really padding this out here.
Good old JBL.
Lucky is valley.
We go backstage. Jeff Hardy is putting on his arm socks.
The mini act gimmicks. What are you talking about?
It shows a video package of No Mercy 2002.
Still, I was lost. I got so sidetracked by every other dumb thing on the show. I said, why are they recapping Triple H and Kane? I was like, oh, right. Intercontinental World Title. Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's where Triple H beats the fuck out of Human Kane.
Well, someone's got to beat Kane.
Remember, because we were talking about that era where I was like, oh, Kane's going to be like he's going to win the world title. He's going to have 3 championships.
Sure,
3 championship
he looked big.
Kane.
He was awesome.
Triple H said, how about 3 championship me? I'm like, you shut up.
That's a really good idea for me.
Kane said, no.
He said it in his real voice, too. That's why they're like, yeah, we're doing that.
Yeah, we're going away from those. 5-man Royal Rumble up next.
We watched this. I can't believe it, but I was happy to watch it again because there was a couple things that were just as funny the fucking second time as the first time.
The arena is so smoky.
I wrote, why is it so fucking smoky in here? I was like, oh, the pyro thing. Fuck. Mm-hmm. So Hornswoggle comes out. He's in the ring. Up first, Mr. Kennedy. And here comes a mini Ken Kennedy. It's a guy it's a small man that looks just like Ken Kennedy. He's in Kennedy's shirt. That's how you know it's Ken Kennedy.
Yeah, and he does the mic thing.
He does the mic drop, but he can't reach it, which, good bit. Gotta give it to you. Good bit. Hornswoggle took this personally, though, because he lariats Kennedy the hardest I've ever seen Hornswoggle ever throw any move in my life.
Yeah, he hits him with the Kennedy guy.
So fucking hard he hits him, man. Holy fuck. Up next was Mini Mankind, who comes out. Again, this is a mini Royal Rumble, so it's all just small versions of the actual wrestler. So it was false advertised, of course.
False advertised, and no one in the arena had any idea what was going on.
Can't see it because the smoke.
That's rough.
Mini Mankind comes out after Kennedy hits a boot scrape on Hornswoggle. I don't even know if Ken Kennedy did that move, but it looked fucking cool.
Hell yeah, dude. He just took liberties just to the Joe boot scrape in the corner.
Yeah. Mankind goes for Sacco, but Hornswoggle kicks him in the balls and eliminates him. And then he picks up Ken Kennedy and dumps him over the top rope, press slam style, over the top. He's a fuck this guy, man.
Dude. That was awesome.
This fucking guy. I wanted him to die. Up next is Mini Batista. Full entrance, Batista pyro and all. I was like, this guy's the best.
Man, he should have won the Daddy for the best Batista entrance.
Right. I think
he could be this year.
That's true. The 2022 best Batista entrance could go to Mini Batista.
That's true.
He does all the Batista. He does the rope shake.
He does the pat on the chest. Damn it.
He does. Yeah, the full pyro is awesome. Batista goes to eliminate Hornswoggle, and then here comes Mini Kane with the full tights and all.
Mystery guy was Kane.
Yeah, mystery Mini Kane. Yeah, great. And then Mini Kane gets in. He does the throat thrusts, which is awesome. And then he takes the Batista bomb.
What the fuck is happening?
This is awesome, man. This is catered to us, I think. I love this shit. Hornswoggle hits a big kick to Batista's head, and then low blows him as well. Big low blow guy, this Hornswoggle, and then eliminates Batista. Mini Kane is on the ground still from the Batista bomb. He tries to sit up. He kind of sits up, and JR says, well, he almost shit up. It looks like me when I try to shit up in the gym. Good bit. And then Kane, second rope Kane clothesline to Hornswoggle, goes for the choke slam, but Hornswoggle is playing the role of the bigger guy in this match, so he sandbags him and hits Kane with the fucking air raid crash. What do they call it? The
Celtic Cross.
Celtic Cross, which I thought was a whole different move.
Which is not, yeah. The Celtic Cross is, I'm pretty sure, the power bomb.
I thought the Celtic Cross was Sheamus's last or Razor's Edge thing.
Yeah, that's the powerbomb.
Oh, yeah. I don't. So maybe it was also this. Maybe Sheamus wasn't around yet, so maybe they just named it Celtic something.
Yeah,
Celtic Funk.
Because I remember people messaging me when I was doing a playthrough of like WWE something, I can't remember.
Okay.
One of the video games. And because I called the Celtic Cross the powerbomb version. Like, no, the Celtic Cross is the air raid crash. I'm like, I don't know what is what here, but I always remember
Celtic Irish.
The Celtic Cross to me is the powerbomb.
Sure. Okay. Well, he hits that on Mini Kane, and then Great Khali's music hits, and like, oh man, the law like, oh man, I can't wait to see what this looks like. Oh, here he comes. Here comes the actual Great Khali. Great Khali for real comes out, and he goes to fuck up Hornswoggle. But Finlay, in a suit, comes out and he starts whooping Khali's ass with a shillelagh.
Agent Finlay, hey, how's it going?
Secret Agent Finlay. He beats Khali's ass with a shillelagh. Ranjan Singh tries to get in and steal the fucking shillelagh, but Finlay fucks him up too. And I guess Hornswoggle wins?
He's from Belfast, and he likes to fight.
Yeah.
He likes to fight. He's the Belfast Brawler, by the way. He's a big fighter. And that's what he's doing now.
And he's Irish as hell. Look how Irish he is, this Irish bastard.
Finlay underrated run.
Yeah, I like Finlay. I wish he would at least one time use the half jacket with the spikes that he wore in WCW.
With the mullet?
Hell yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And brought Brian Knobbs in as his dog or whatever the fuck was going on.
We go without that. Right. Yeah, maybe.
Whatever, boys.
So we go backstage. Vince and Finlay are backstage staring at each other.
Everyone's staring.
Vince is thanking God that Finlay helped Hornswoggle. He said, "Oh my God, I'm so glad you went out there to help Hornswoggle." And Finlay said, "You should have stopped fucking messing with me."
Hey, you listen. Hey, listen. Finlay says, "Listen to you," and Vince says, "I had nothing to do with Khali going out there." Finlay says, "You break our deal," and Vince says, "Don't you
What's the
ever
deal?
mention our..." I guess that Finlay, I don't know, maybe, I don't know what the fucking gimmick is. It is eventually that Finlay is Hornswoggle's fucking dad, but I don't understand why this is even a deal.
What's
I'm sure it's explained eventually.
With Finlay and Hornswoggle.
Don't you
Are they
ever reference
McMahons?
our
Are they
deal.
Finlays?
You want to blow off some steam? You blow it off on SmackDown, and you blow it off on Khali. What the fuck?
Huh? Wait,
yeah,
what?
do that. 1-on-1. And don't you ever put your hands on me again. And Finlay says, "Will you back off our deal? Don't you mention that."
What is up with Vince, man? This guy's lost it at this point.
I don't know what was going on back here. Also, why is there just a picture of Elton John in this fucking office?
We're in Mobile, Alabama, baby.
What is happening here?
Why not?
This promo doesn't end there. Khali did it on his own. And you're a liar. And Vince says, "No, I'm not."
All right.
And just stares, and Finlay leaves. No, I'm not. Okay.
I thought he was going to say, "I ain't a liar. I'm a big man."
That was, yeah.
Nah, he's lost it at this point. He just I don't even know what he's doing anymore.
I just got hit with a sledgehammer.
We do William Regal versus Ric Flair next. Career on the line match.
Yeah, I wish they gave this one longer than the Snitsky match.
What was the deal here? So
they're working at the start.
Triple H. Well, dude, first off, the match starts in the commercial, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't even remember if I saw him lock up.
I think they just started like working limbs. Like, it was a short Regal entrance or something.
They made their entrance commercial. Now they're in heat.
Yeah.
What happened here?
Well, you know.
The tapes weren't running?
No, bro. And they didn't do anything to a commercial.
This is Ric Flair's final match at Mobile, Alabama, where the start doesn't even happen.
Tony, Ric Flair career on the line. We just start the match in commercial. He just comes back to heat. Career on the line. Snitsky, 10 minutes.
We had to give.
They don't even roll the tapes for Ric Flair's final
match. We had to do the thing,
God.
bro, and we had to do the mini battle royal. Come on, man. There's a lot on this show.
God damn. All right, so
Ashley needed pyro. Come on,
here's the
dude.
chocolate nougat and peanuts segment of the year.
Regal works over Flair's hurt knee.
Yes.
Regal, Flair gets Regal into the figure four.
He just does. He says, "I'll work your knee." How about that, bitch?
Smartest worker alive. Yeah. Flair gets Regal in the figure four. Regal grabs the ropes. Regal grabs the tights when he rolls up Flair. The ref sees it, tells him to break it up. Flair rolls up Regal and grabs his tights, but the referee doesn't see it this time. And Ric Flair wins.
Yes, that's the whole match.
I like this finish. This is like a good Ric Flair finish.
That is a good finish. But I was hoping, I wanted these two to like kind of kick each other's ass.
Career on the line match?
Vince has been threatening. He wants Ric Flair fucking dead. I thought Regal was going to go out here and like gig him. You know, like, I thought they were going to like fight. And
no power of the punch attempt? Career on the line match?
Maybe Snitsky and Triple H went long and they had to cut the time for every other match after that.
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know what happened here.
Because the next match is even better. JR on commentary when Flair is leaving says, "Oh, well, we won't have a Cal Ripken Jr. moment here tonight." Can you please explain what the hell that means to me? I don't know.
Tony.
What that means. Big Tony.
Baseball. Cal Ripken Jr. Big
what did he do?
Guy.
What moment did Cal Ripken Jr. have?
I think he started
Well,
his
you see, Cal Ripken Jr. had a thing going where if he ever lost in baseball, he would retire.
Is that actually what it was, or are you joking?
So huh?
Is that real?
No, Tony said he knows.
I don't know if I don't know if you're joking. I don't know.
No, this is true.
Do you know how baseball works, Johnny? No.
Yeah.
What do you mean? People lose in baseball. What do you mean?
Not Cal Ripken Jr.
Not Cal Ripken Jr., dude.
Let me tell you about Cal Ripken Jr.
Please
way
tell
back
me.
in my day.
I'm trying to find
way
out.
back in my day, Cal Ripken Jr. He used to do this thing where if he lost a baseball game, and he would retire.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds so stupid. Tony told me that was fucking stupid that I thought that.
Well, you thought it was cool when I told you that, right?
I mean, it sounds. I believe you. You wouldn't lie to me.
No way. Cal Ripken Jr., Catfish Hunter, Babe Ruth, Pete Rose,
the Great Bambino.
There's no way he's not. No, that's not him.
Tony Stark.
No.
And we move on to the main event: Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy.
For the main event.
Intercontinental title all night. Promo videos, hype packages. It started the show. This is it, baby.
They showed WrestleMania 6. They showed No Mercy 2002.
Let's go.
This is going to get some fucking time tonight,
full
baby.
Entrances. Full entrances.
These boys are going to work.
There is
not
like
only
15
did we
minutes
have
left.
Mr. Kennedy and Batista and Mankind in a battle royal earlier. We also got a hell of an Intercontinental title match to take this show home.
Hell yeah. Shawn Michaels wrestled on this show. I mean, God.
Snitsky, Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy. All right. Two champions.
Wow.
Both of the champions on this show are wrestling in one match in the main event.
They are. If it wasn't for the Rumble, they would be the main event of the Royal Rumble show. This is where this is going, baby. This is it. Orton comes out. Someone throws a balloon at his head.
Bring out Snitsky.
That was
Bring
awesome.
Out
Yeah.
So Jeff is sprinting to the ring. He's so excited. And then he goes to lock up with Orton after sprinting to the ring. And then Orton goes, "You dumb bastard," and low blows him.
Just kicks him so hard in the like punt style kick, like he was kicking Matt Hardy in the head. He kicked Jeff Hardy in the balls. Bell rings. Ding, ding, ding. Nut shot. Ding, ding, ding. It's over, baby.
DQ.
Hold on a second. Wait, I had to go back in my notes here. Didn't Orton say that he wanted to hold the IC in the WWE?
He wanted this title.
Idea?
Yes.
It was a ruse. Get swerved, bro.
I don't want this shitty belt.
Bro.
I don't want your
this
shitty
for?
belt.
It wasn't a swerve. He was in TNA at the time. It wasn't a swerve,
I don't want.
brother.
Go work Naito, you fucking idiot.
Orton gets on the mic. Orton gets on the mic as he gets DQ'd and says,
Please don't leave.
Do not tune out of Raw. Please do not tune out. The quarter hours. Don't tune out. And there's this
Please
voice in the
don't leave.
background, way in the back. You can tune out. Tune out right now.
Turn out. That's Dixie.
Wrestle Kingdom 4.
Dixie's doing that.
Tony Khan is in attendance at this show, writing down notes of how his
What not to
promotion
do.
is going to be way better than this.
So Orton says, "You don't want to miss this. This show is not over. Hold on. Hey.
Do not leave.
Orton launches Jeff out of the ring under the bottom rope, Rey Mysterio style. Fucking kills him. It looked cool. He rips up the fucking floor pads. People are going to be pissed about that. You got to have the floor pads.
No floor pads, huh?
Jeff counters the RKO on the floor, which would have fucking really hurt Randy. So good for him for countering that.
really.
That would have sucked. They fight up the ramp. Orton throws Jeff Hardy headfirst into the styrofoam stage that they had that looked like it was about to collapse. He fucking hits him with like, the whole thing shakes. Like, oh fuck. JR says Orton is one sick human being. Just threw his head into the stage. Come on now. Jeff is selling. He's on the edge of the stage. Randy Orton is sizing up. He runs at him. Jeff stands up and backdrops Randy Orton off the stage. I was like, whoa, that's cool as fuck. And then they show Orton Randy Orton is inside of a box. Now, we've only done 2 wrestling shows ever, so I've never, maybe there's some things on the technical side that I don't understand. Tony, I know you've run a few more shows in your time as a wrestling promoter.
Yeah.
Or maybe even just in the length of time that I've been watching pro wrestling. What was that box? What did he fall in? And why was it there? It was a production.
That's the spot box.
The spot box where you do.
It's a production box. You got all your production stuff.
With the insulated walls.
They put the asbestos in there.
Yeah, hardcore asbestos style in that motherfucker.
That's part of the arena. Every arena is different. That's just part of the arena.
Sure. So that's what he fell in, and good for him that it was there because it would have sucked going right to the floor. I mean, lucky. So backdrops him off the stage. Look cool. Randy's laying there, and Jeff Tease is doing the swanton off the stage part that he is still on, and don't do it, son of a bitch. And he looks up at this big old truss. Now, what is this just a truss that's always there that's connected to the Tron?
Those are just the
or
lights,
is this an extra truss?
That's the truss from High Rise. You remember that map on fucking Modern Warfare?
Oh, yeah, okay. So they
I already knew it was going to happen.
Sure.
Yeah.
So Jeff looks up at this. He says, walks off the ramp, walks beside this truss, takes his shirt off, throws it on the ground, and starts climbing the truss. He goes up, and it's like the first level of it. He goes onto it. And he looks down at Randy Orton. Randy's not in the position that I would think he would be in for this bump, by the way.
No way.
Because he's laying vertical style. He's laying hot dog style. You would think he would be hamburger style. I was expecting hamburger style here, but he was hot dog. Jeff is sizing up for the swanton. He looks up. He realizes there's even more to climb. He climbs even higher up.
That's Jeff Hardy's career, man.
Second wrong. I was hoping he went even higher than that, but he does not, which would have been fucked. Jeff is on this fucking, I can't even tell you how many feet high this was, but it was pretty fucking high. So high that he does the swanton off this fucking thing, and he floats in the air for like 5 seconds, it felt like. It was such a crazy descent as he fucking swantons off this fucking thing, and he lands on Randy Orton, and they're dead. They are fucking dead. They fell in the box, and everybody's fucking dead. Staff is losing their minds. The referees are panicking, and the first thing
refs, get some help.
They are fucking losing it, and immediately the first thing you hear them yelling at is, "We gotta break this wall down!" And the staff and referees start punching at the insulated wall with the asbestos, smashing through this.
See, that's the first thing that Vince said when they got to the Mobile, Alabama. Said there's always an asbestos box beside the stage. Just don't fall in it.
We gotta break the walls down. Chris Jericho's not even here, bro. What do we do?
They have to, man. They have to.
They are but they don't but they realize that it's so well put together that they can only break like the fabric fucking wall things. So they can't actually tear the whole thing down. So there's just big gaps in between it, which we'll get to that in a second. So doctors are out here, they're stretchering them. Man, surely someone deserved a lawsuit here for this hospital or these fucking EMTs or whatever you call these medics. They fucking... Randy is the first person they work on here. But to get to Randy, two of them have to roll Jeff Hardy onto his side and practically lay on top of him as they try to strap Randy Orton onto this fucking thing, onto this board. So Jeff is just laying there. He could have a broken neck. He could be fucked for all we know. Yeah. He's laying on his side with two medics laying on top of him. And they're checking Orton's pulse.
Get the fuck out of the way.
He's breathing. He's got a pulse. They're fucking checking his pulse. They put a neck brace on him while rolling him around. So they strap fucking Orton up. They slide him through one of two openings in this asbestos box to get him out onto a stretcher. And on the stretcher, they strap the thing to keep him onto this around his neck. He has a neck brace and a strap over his neck. Holy fucking shit, guys. What are you doing?
Medical professionals.
What's happening? Finally, they pretend to Jeff Hardy, who has been fucking dead for the past 3 minutes. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, here's Jeff too.
Whatever.
They fucking put the brace on Jeff. They roll him around a few times. They get him out, put him on a stretcher through the little opening, and Jeff raises his hand up and he does the old I'm fine thing, but he shouldn't be fine because they just broke his neck in 3 places while they were trying to put him on the stretcher, and they gurney him away, wheel him away, and that is where the show ends.
Wow.
Welcome to
what a show.
HD era, brother. Fucking hell, man. I mean, sweet dive, but man, fuck.
Yeah, man, really.
So for shits and giggles, I just had to see like what was going on in TNA at this time.
Sure.
Well, we actually reviewed that show. It was the night that Shark Boy became Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No way, the same week?
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Which was main evented with Christian Cage defeating AJ Styles and Samoa Joe in a number 1 contender match.
That match was sweet too.
19 minutes and 51 seconds.
Match kicked ass.
And they gave us like 2 seconds in this one.
I kind of love when that happens on the show where we accidentally like do the back-to-back.
I didn't even know that. I was just like, what happened in TNA?
Wow.
And then I was like, oh,
that's really cool.
Shark Boy became Stone Cold.
That was such a better show. Holy fuck.
Yeah, for real.
Wow, holy shit.
That is so interesting.
This show is, to me, this felt like everything I thought that 2008 was. So I feel like I was justified in not enjoying this year.
This did have 2 all-timer moments with the sledgehammer and the Jeff Hardy dive.
It's sure. I mean, those are on 2 very different levels, I'd have to say.
No, but they are like not. You always remember those moments.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah.
That we got to watch Gene Snitsky versus Triple H.
10 minutes.
That's my big takeaway from this show.
You really got to see what Gene Snitsky got to do, though, man, and really just set his career.
How many Irish whips in the corner they have this guy doing, man? God damn.
So on TNA, the competition, I guess, would be the 7-minute and 40-second match of Robert Roode versus Sanjay Dutt.
Sure, that sounds about right. Good show. Shouts out to
No way. No way.
Shouts out to Rip SD forever. Standard def.
Come on, man. What you like? You didn't like this show? Come on.
What's next on this podcast?